Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Rose, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made over my little office nook in my bedroom. Ever since I started doing remote teaching full-time back in March, I have really been itching for a designated area for me to work. I needed a desk space. For about the first 2 months, I was working off of my couch, but I just felt like I wasn't being as productive. My back started to hurt. And so I knew, okay, I need an area for me to be able to work. And this was really never necessary prior because I tried to get all of my work done in the school building. I'd rather stay there until 7 p.m. versus having to take things home with me. So this for sure was a completely different challenge and just something that I never really had to worry about when I was home before. So the budget and the challenge for this section is to do it in under $300. Did not want to spend a lot of money, but I also wanted to create a space that was going to be inspiring, a space that I could also use to film my videos for YouTube. And so this is kind of all that I wanted the space to do and the purpose for it, but I wanted to do it in $300 or less. Now, what I will say is that if Home Goods and Marshalls and all of those places were available to shop at, they would have been my go-to spot. I love shopping at those places, and you can find really cute things for really affordable prices. So I do think that I could have done even better with my money, but considering that everything had to be purchased online, everything had to have like a shipping cost, these were my choices. So my process for this entire thing, first thing I did was I gave myself a budget, and then I started looking for inspo photos. I checked on Pinterest, I Googled floating shelf ideas, I looked at office space ideas. I wanted to gather a lot of inspiration. Even though I knew I was not working with a big space, this was kind of how I started to figure out what exactly I wanted to do with that location. Once I found my inspo pictures, I spent hours upon hours upon hours on the computer, on the internet, searching for items to put in that space. First thing I knew was that I wanted to have a focal print. And so I went on Etsy and I just started looking for abstract prints. I knew that I wanted to play off like the pinky and teal tones because of just the color of the room in here, the wall color. And once I found this print on Etsy, I kind of created the entire space based off of that print. It was inspired by the print, as you can say. So once I received most of my items in the mail, I decided to tackle the space. First thing I did was I removed everything from that little area and I cleaned it. I wiped down the walls because I had a bunch of makeup prints. There was a bunch of dust, dog hair, everything. So I made sure that I cleaned the space, and I wanted to just kind of see it from a fresh perspective. Then we used chalk to line out the marks for where we wanted the shelves to be. I like using chalk because it's really easy to erase. It doesn't leave really harsh marks. Sometimes when I've used pencil and I try to erase it, you can like see it on the wall. So chalk with water is really easy to take off. And now putting up the shelves, I do not have footage of that. My husband helped me put up the shelves, and unfortunately, no haircut, so he's not in the video. But I do have some pictures here of him measuring it out and applying all of the hardware into the wall. And so I'll insert those just so that you guys can see. The shelves. I found the shelves at Wayfair, and I will say that they are much more expensive than I wanted to spend, but they were the only ones that I could find in an oak color that was less than 35 inches long. IKEA has oak shelves, but they were about 41 inches, and that was already too long for the space that I had. So you can definitely find cheaper if you have a larger space, but for me specifically, these two shelves at 24 inches worked perfectly. The next thing I did was just lay everything out on my bed so that I can see what I had. Some items are just placeholders for the items that I was waiting for in the mail, but for the most part, I had at least 90% of everything I needed. And then moving forward, I just started to add everything onto the shelves. Everything is trial and error. You're going to see me move the pieces around from different shelves, and I just wanted to see how it would all look together. I did have an idea, but it's so different once everything is up on the actual shelf. So I just messed around with it, took a step back, looked to see if I liked it or not, and so that's pretty much what you're watching now is the back and forth. So I kind of like this right now. I don't know. I feel like when you're doing shelves, it almost feels like you kind of got to sit with it for a while and wait like to see if it grows on you or see if there's other things. Honestly, though, oh, also I have a different hanging plant coming in from Target. It doesn't get here till Friday. The one that's coming in is more of like a silvery green as opposed to like this bright green. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now, see how I like it. I'm also going to put a couple of things on my desk just so I can get a vibe for that too. And I also have some things coming in for my desk as well. So we'll see, let's see. Okay, so now for the final tally of everything. How much do you guys think I spent? Under, over? My total was $298.94. I did count this twice. It could still be wrong, but I believe $298.94 is my total for that space. And again, if I did not have to buy a chair, my total would have been so much lower. But yeah, that is pretty much how I made over this little office nook in my bedroom. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.